Okay, so good morning. Lithuania is very much interested in deepening cooperation between European Union countries and the Indo-Pacific. We are one of the examples where there are no small or big countries when it comes to supply chain resilience and in need of better and more trustworthy trade partners in the region. I myself just came back from my visit to Singapore and Australia, where we have been discussing the trade possibilities between Lithuania and those countries. Therefore, I'm very glad that today we can broaden that conversation and join in together with other colleagues from European Union. I think that we currently what we need to do is we have a lot of evidence from yesterday's TV show, so to say, from Kremlin, where we've seen all the faces, we know all the names of people who were behind the political decision-making process in incorporating, actually beginning the incorporation of two already occupied territories into the Russian Federation. And I think that all of those names should be open for entering the list. When it comes to heads of state, usually there is a different track, but I'm for the discussion.
Do you think sanction is powerful enough against Russia?
I'm sorry?
Sanction is powerful enough against Russia. Sanctions sometimes ineffective if you look at history. What do you think?
Well, I think that we have some examples from the past. The situation is very much similar to what happened in 2014 with Crimea. And sanctions then were imposed individually to the people who were responsible for the operation. Sanctions were imposed on the companies that are working in Crimea. European companies were not allowed to work in Crimea. And as well, additional sanctions were tied to Minsk agreements, seeing where that involved Russia. So I think we can follow the same suit, individual sanctions. European companies should be forbidden to work in the occupied territories. And also, Russia should be, we should send a message, a very clear message to Russia, because the Minsk agreements in their form that they existed up until yesterday are dead. Okay, thank you. I think that this is a very, very difficult situation, a difficult conversation to have in European and transatlantic formats. It was difficult. It is difficult. Lithuania is a staunch supporter of a transatlantic and European path for Ukraine, Georgia, and Moldova. So we always support the path. Now, realistically, I think that we need to build on the victory of 2014. When the agreement between Ukraine and Europe was signed, and additional possibilities were offered for Ukraine. I think we need to build on that and really offer Ukraine additional opportunities to integrate its market into the EU. Really, that would be offering something new and showing very clearly that Europe is not afraid of Russia's actions. We choose our partners, and our partners choose us. Well, I've mentioned to your colleagues already, I think that we need to look into the 2014 annexation of Crimea. It is, from my perspective, currently it's a very similar situation. So obviously it is not yet the invasion that our partners were talking about, but it is a very, very steep escalation of the situation. Therefore, individual sanctions for the people who are responsible, banning the European companies from working in the occupied and annexed territories, and also a very clear message via sanctions to Russia because of violation of Minsk agreements, or actually destroying the Minsk agreements.
What makes you think, that Russia will be afraid of those sanctions?
Well, first of all, Russia is definitely counting that we will be not united and do not have any sanctions at all. So I think that is what we need to do today. And I'm glad that there is a conversation that we'll have a Foreign Affairs Council later this evening, where we will show Russia that, again, Europe stands united and we can make decisions that hurt for what it's doing.
China, are you happy for Europe to follow your
Well, I think that Lithuania started a very important debate, and the consultations that started in WTO show that, and they were joined by a number of G7 countries, really shows that that it's a meaningful debate, and there's a lot of support for that. Thank you.